Good afternoon, students. So let's start with the question number 2. Fifth question, the fourth question we have completed. Now, the question is l plus n whole square minus l minus n whole square. So we have to use the third identity, that is a plus b, a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. The question is given in the form of a square minus b square, means this whole term, this is the l plus m whole square, this becomes your a square, and l minus m, this becomes your b square. So one time positive, one time negative we have to write. But anyhow we have to convert the whole terms in the form of a square minus b square. So what we can say? Let's consider that l plus m is equal to a and l minus n is equal to b. We have two terms. We have to guess that this l plus m you can write as a and l minus m you can write as b. We have to consider like that. So what we are getting now? A square minus b square. In place of l plus m we write a. In place of l minus m we write b. So we are getting the form a square minus b square. So easily we can write a plus b, a minus b. Now what we can do? Now put whatever we have replaced, that we have to again put. A is equal to l plus m and b is equal to l minus m. So what we are getting? L plus m plus, in place of b we write l minus m. In next bracket, in place of a we write l plus m minus l minus m. So here we have to do some simplifications. Here also we have to do simplification. What simplification we get? Plus n minus n. This will get cancelled. So what we are getting? L plus n 2l. Here you have l plus n minus l minus minus plus n. So l, this will get cancelled. So what is left? 12 n plus n, you are getting 2n. So what is the answer? 2 into 2, 4 l n. So this is the factors of l plus n whole square minus l minus whole square. So this way we can solve question number 5. Nothing we have to do. Whatever question is given, that we have to convert in terms of a square minus b square. For that we are guessing that l plus m is equal to a and l minus m is equal to b. Then we do the factorization, that a plus b, a minus b. Then again we replace the value of a and b by l plus m and l minus b. So that when you do the simplification, you are getting the answer 4ln. So this way we can solve the question. Move on to the next question. Now see the next question. Your next question is 9x square y square minus 16. So easily you can do that question. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. You have to apply. So 9x square y square will be converted into 3xy whole square and 16 will be 4 whole square. So that you will get the form of a square minus b square. So one time positive and one time negative you can write. So that question try to do by yourself. Now move on to the next question, that is x square minus 2xy plus y square in one bracket minus z square. So here we have to apply the first identity, second identity. Why? Because your first term is perfect square, last term is also perfect square. So and the middle term also we are getting the same as. So what is the first identity? We know a minus b whole square. Second identity, a square minus 2ab plus b square. You can compare first term, last term and the middle term. You can compare. So what we can write? In place of a we have to consider x. In place of b we have to consider y. So what we are getting here? So your first term is x minus y whole square. This is the simplification of this. Minus z square. Okay. Now this is your x minus y whole square, that we have to convert it in terms of one term. So that we can consider as, let consider y is equal to a. Why we are doing so? So that when we write in terms of a plus b into a minus b, that time we can easily do the simplification. Now substitute the value. So a square minus z square. In place of x minus y, we are writing a. So now the easily you can use the identity a square minus b square. So here we have a square minus z square. So what we can do? One time positive a plus z, one time negative a minus z. Now we have to put a is equal to x minus y as we have replaced like this. So again we put the values in. So what we are getting? In place of x, a we are writing x minus y plus z. In second, x minus y minus z. So this is your answer. One time positive, one time negative. So this way we can solve 7th question. Any query you can ask me if you are unable to understand. Now see the last question, 8th question. The question is 25a square minus 4b square plus 28bc minus 49c square. Here you have total 4 terms in the given algebraic expression. So we have to rearrange the terms or we have to regroup in the terms. Now here if you consider this 25a square is a perfect square, 4b square is a perfect square and 49c square is also a perfect square. So what we have to do? We have to check the middle term. So this is your middle term. How will you check that for which variable it is the middle term? For which two terms, two perfect square terms, this is the middle term. So see the variable b and c. See the variable. So b is where with 4b square, c is where with 49c square. So what we can say? This is the middle term for 4b square and 49c square. And this term remain as it is, identical separately. Now what we do? This is 25a square as it is. Minus we have to take out. So what is left inside? 4b square. This plus become minus 28bc. This minus become plus 49c square. Why? Because we have taken out negative sign. Okay. Now for here we have to apply this second identity. Which identity? A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. So 25a square remain as it is minus a square. A square means for your first term, that is 2b whole square minus 2. Yesterday only I explained you how to do this. B square means 49c square. So this is your 7c whole square. So what is the middle term now? 2b 7c. Check your answers. 7 to the 14, 14 to the 28. B, C. You will get the middle term. So yes, our expanded form is completed. So what is the factors of this? 25a square minus 2b minus 7c whole square. Okay. So now this is your first term, that is a square. This is your second term, that is b square. If you compare with a square minus b square. But this is you have to convert it into one term. Here you have given two terms, that is 2b and 7c, that we have to assume as a one term. So what we can do here? Let's consider 2b minus 7c is equal to, b is already over here, so we cannot guess else. So now in place of 2b minus 7c we have to write x. So what you are getting? So 25a square minus x whole square. In place of 2b minus 7c we are writing x. So now this is your first term a square, this is your second term b square. First term square minus second term square. So this is whole square if you want to make. So 25 25, you have to take square root of 25. So 5a whole square minus x square. So one time positive, that is 5a plus x. One time negative, 5a minus x. Now replace the value of x to put x is equal to 2b minus 7c. So what we are getting? 5a remain as it is plus 2b minus 7c first. In second bracket 5a as it is minus x. So in bracket if you write 2b minus 7c, 2b minus 7c. So what answer you are getting? 5a plus 2b minus 7c. Another bracket 5a plus minus 2b minus plus 7c. So this way we can solve the last question. Again I am explaining the last question. You have given the terms. There are 4 algebraic expression. There are 4 terms. In that you have given 3 perfect square and 1 middle term. So first you have to identify the middle term for which this term is given. Either for 25a square 4b square or 4b square 49c square. So that you have to find. How to check it? You have to see the variables. Here variable is b and c. So 4b square 49c square. So yes, this is the middle term for 4b square and 49c square. So that we have to write in one bracket. Out of bracket there is a negative sign. So we have to change the sign. Now here we have to apply the second identity, that is a minus b whole square. Maybe some question you have to apply the first identity, that is a plus b whole square. So now what we have to do, we can check the first term square, that is 2b whole square minus 2 first term last term into last term whole square. So what we can write? A we have to write 2b, for b we have to write 7c. So 2b minus 7c whole square. Now this is your a square term, this is your b square term. Here 2 terms are there, so we have to convert that in terms of one particular term. So what we can see? Consider 2b minus 7c is equal to x. In place of this, we have to assume one variable, that is x. So now what we are getting? 25a square minus x square. So we have to convert this in terms of whole square. So 25 we have to write the 5 square. So 5a whole square minus x square. So one time positive, one time negative. Replace the value of x, we will get the answer. So this way we can solve question number 8. So this is all about your question number